Our armed forces have made it clear that in case Iran's infrastructure is attacked.
5 reasons why Iran isn't taking Trump seriously.
Where every power plant in Iran will be out of business, burning, exploding, and never to be used again. I mean, complete demolition.
Iran is straight up calling Donald Trump's warnings empty bluster right to his face. Iranian officials have publicly dismissed every single one of Trump's ultimatums about going after their infrastructure if the Strait of Hormuz stays closed. They've labelled his rhetoric rude, arrogant, unbalanced and stupid in their state media. Tehran is basically saying he's bluffing from a weakened position because the US has no real leverage left. Iranian commentators keep pointing out that every warning sounds louder than the last one, which they say is exactly how a desperate person talks.
U.S. President Donald Trump said on Tuesday that Washington would extend its ceasefire with Iran.
Iran rejected Donald Trump's ceasefire extension and called it meaningless, like outright told him no thanks.
Speculations that are made about the ceasefire extension and these issues that have been raised, no, none of them are verifiable.
Iranian officials said the losing side cannot dictate terms, full stop. They argue Trump's continued naval blockade is itself an act of aggression, so any ceasefire offer while that's happening is just theatre. Tehran also said the extensions are basically Trump trying to buy time for future maneuvers, not actual peace efforts. State media is mocking the whole thing non-stop. Iranian diplomats keep saying real talks only happen if all blockades come down first.
Right now, you would have Iran with a nuclear weapon, and if they had a nuclear weapon, you would be calling everybody over there, sir.
Iran says Donald Trump is straight up cracking under domestic pressure. They're watching US gas prices spike, his polls drop, and his own party fracture, and they think he's desperate to end this conflict yesterday. Iranian officials keep saying he's fractured internally and willing to compromise way more than he's letting on publicly. Politico literally reported Trump badly wants to end the Iran conflict, but the off-ramp remains elusive. Tehran is reading every panicked Truth Social post as confirmation. They're convinced he needs this deal more than they do, so they're just waiting him out. Iran is literally trolling Donald Trump with viral videos now. State outlets and Iranian diplomats are openly clowning him online. After Trump made comments calling certain places hellholes, Iranian accounts started posting videos of beautiful spots in those exact countries with captions like "Cubby India Arcade Deco," basically saying, "Come visit before you talk." They've also been sarcastically dismissing his claims of saving people or winning the conflict. The whole tone shifted from diplomatic protest to actual mockery. Tehran sees him as completely unserious, and they're treating his statements like meme material at this point.
You have to be able to give the correct news, and people like you, who I know, are fake. You're fake.
Iran thinks Donald Trump completely misjudged how strong they are. The New York Times literally ran a whole piece on how Trump and his advisors miscalculated Iran's response. Iranian leaders are out here pointing to their ability to keep the Strait of Hormuz blockade going, absorb whatever the US and Israel throw at them, and inflict serious economic pain on America. They're framing the entire situation as a quagmire for the US. Tehran's leadership keeps saying Trump thought they'd fold in days, and instead they're settling in for a long fight. The confidence is genuinely massive.